How's it going, guys? This is Cardinal Muema of Africa with the Ecumenical Order of Christ. We'll be briefly going over a few stories as we quickly browse the congregation of Lord RayEl, Africa. Happy holidays for those who've made it through. There's a lot to prepare for, and we will get to that right away. But I want to start with the Egyptian Christians, which are being martyred, and no one's doing anything about it. And it's reoccurring. This has happened back to back. Numerous terrorist attacks previous to Arab Springs and the Muslim Brotherhood takeover. They had assigned security to prevent terrorist attacks, but now those have been removed, according to the author of this article. And then the government is preventing journalists from reporting on this, even stating that they will get fines from $11,000 up to $28,000. I actually just read this, so I am quickly summarizing this for you guys. But I'll quickly read some of this. December 29th, 2018, Egyptian police killed at least 30 terrorists during a raid on a hideout in Giza. According to police, these militants were planning attacks on tourist sites and churches, as this clearly has been going on for a long time. The raid took place one day after a major terror attack took place. Most Egyptians living in Cairo know where the terror cells are located. This individual that wrote this article personally avoids these neighborhoods because everyone knows about the cells. And he's stating if the average Egyptian knows of the terrorist hideouts, and security did too, why did security wait? And this is another reason that these Christians are in grave danger. The government's not doing about it, and he's preventing people from even giving condolence for the lost lives. This is their way to control the narrative of what is being published. But it goes on to tell numerous terrorist attacks happening, and one that keeps reoccurring in the same area. I'm pretty sure it's they travel to a monastery of Saint Samuel, and they still haven't, after numerous attacks, even after the first attack, they haven't assigned security for these places. And one comment on here is claiming that the government, let me see right here, let me find this. After Abdel Fattah al-Sisi became president in 2015, he issued a law imposing fines, as I just cleared up right here. But the official statement issued by government drastically played down the attacks, or are inaccurate in the numbers of deaths, injuries, and carnage, and no photos of the incidents allowed. The media is not allowed to report terrorist incidents until the official statement has been released. This allows the state to cover up attacks and control the narrative. Oh, okay, here's what I'm looking for. After one attack, the official government statement blamed the victims, scolding the victims for using a back road to reach the monastery. And here's a quote from the guy that wrote this article. There is no back road to the monastery. The bus was driving on the only road to the monastery. So they're not doing anything about it. They're trying to cover that up. And now Christians are in grave danger. And along with that, they had another problem because this pastor claims he has a prophecy that two of the Muslim spiritual figures would die. And this caused uprising. It caused numerous Muslim members to attack this church. And they came with machetes, they came with rocks, and anything you expect. And because the nature of his prophecy, they don't know what it's coming from. He could have intel on some Christian militants that are going to plan an attack. So several of the spiritual leaders, or actually one of the sheiks, spoke on this, and he was talking about how people should remain calm and religion shouldn't be dividing us. It should be bringing us together as brothers and sisters, which I 100% agree on. We are a spiritual family, and little differences are causing each other to kill each other. The enemy is using our ignorance against each other. So people need to get it together, especially you, Africa. So in result, they believe that this pastor should be giving, if he has any personal prophecies about individuals' deaths or so on, that it should be done personal in a closed setting, because you can cause uprising, as we've seen, and it's something that the government's not really trying to fix. And so we as the people must be able to fix this. Well, let's move on quickly. Let's get quick to this. 3 rivers turn blood red in Malawi. This has caught my attention. This is very similar to the plagues of Egypt. The river in So clearly God's trying to warn his people. As usual, there's a quote, "As usual, we came to this place to wash our clothes besides drawing water for home use, but to our surprise we saw that blood-like stuff was flowing in the river. This scared us and we called some people to witness the bizarre phenomenon," one woman said. Now keep this in mind. Not only this, we have a blood moon that we are expecting January 20th that will be visible in some parts of Africa. Let's go to the International Congregation. Go quickly because I wanted to reference a few things that happened this past week and make sure you guys are in here sharing some of this information, reading some of this information, seeing what's going on, and seeing how you can please our Lord. Revelations chapter 8, verses 8 through 9 has been fulfilled. You guys, what happens next, according to the Bible, will not be good. I can't say what happens next. I mean, what happens after this verse is fulfilled, there's another verse. You guys need to look that up and see, and really check your life and see if you're ready. Because the Lord is about to show himself. Israel surrounded. There's chaos throughout the world. And the time is now. It's time to get right with God. This is Cardinal Adam Muema of Africa with the Ecumenical Order of Christ. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Please share this information. Get right with God. This is his son, Lord RayEl. There's not much time. Until next time, be easy. Be blessed.